No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines. Will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Washington's offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys
makes the grab deep. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Gets it out fast. Shakes off the defender. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Out of the backfield, he's open.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. BYL used him twice in that loss a week ago. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Bitonio. Under fire. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. It's him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. From the gun. Pocket breaking down. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Great job by the back on the option. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Punts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Bitonio. Firing to the right, complete. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. After the filthy move, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin. In the studio, Kevin.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Purdue. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that.
There he goes. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
A safe call on the wide receiver screen. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get rid of it. And they fail to hook up on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Feels the button, looking for daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Got his man on the right. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Vitonio. Trying to beat the D deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Complete on 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Going right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. He's going to take off. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. The pitch. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
It's complete to the right. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Searching forward on the sneak.
the offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option to give.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to...
Turning it on! Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The RPO, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Line is set on third down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Harrington. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to pass, it's Bitonio. He makes the grab. Touchdown Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top, working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Michigan offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Bitonio. Fakes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the done.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, and keep this drive rolling.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give as they work on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Give to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Here we go.
The RPO fired complete to the left.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking it, keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And obviously on that 3rd down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO. But how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up 4th down.
Tries to get it on the ground. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Turns it on down the left side. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the